Welcome. It's Domain Dave from CheapWineFinder.com with another wine review like we always do. I think I mentioned a sparkling wine at the end of the last podcast, but we're putting that off for a day or two. I've got a fitness wine, low calorie and all that, because that's me, all right. And what's the name of it? Let me look at it. Sunny with a Chance of Flowers, Chardonnay 2019 from Monterey, California. And it's a estate-grown, sustainably farmed wine. Chardonnay, I think I found it for $10 on sale, $9.99. The list price, I think, was $17, but the list price on the websites of these wineries are always higher. They don't want to compete with the stores because the stores where the bulk of the sales are. And this is a wine we actually had something to do with a few months back, because this is from Sheed Family Vineyards. They're a huge winery in Monterey, 100%. I mean, all their wines, their brands are estate wines, and they're all sustainably farmed. But they had a wine they sold at Aldi called Don't Mind If I Do, and I don't think we did the Chardonnay, but I know we did the Sauvignon Blanc and a couple of red wines. And what the trick here is that 0 sugar in the wine, 85 calories, 9% alcohol. A typical Chardonnay from Monterey would probably be 13.5 in the alcohol. Gluten-free, and all that. I mean, it's kind of a healthy wine. Now, are you losing anything by losing all the alcohol and the sugar? Well, not so much. And we'll go over that. I'm going to take a sip. If you didn't know that this was a no alcohol, reduced, no sugar, reduced alcohol wine, you would just think in the price range, you'd think it's just a tart style of wine. A lot of Chardonnays are kind of rounded, and this one isn't. It's got tart flavors, but it's got a lot of flavor. And even though it's missing some things, it's not missing flavor. And what they do is they grow the grapes like they always do for Chardonnay. But when they ferment the wine, they ferment it so there's no sugar in the grapes, and it's and because sugar is during the fermentation process, sugar is converted into alcohol. And typically speaking, you would never go all the way because you're going to have way too much alcohol, and that sugar does add a little bit of roundness to the wine and gives you fruit flavors. But nope, they go down to nature or no residual sugar. That's what they do in some. Actually, they do it in all champagnes. In champagne, they add sugar back in at the very end. So that's how they make this, and then they go through a filtering process that takes out the alcohol. So they already get rid of the sugar, and they add more alcohol, taking out the sugar. Then they take out more of the alcohol to get it down from like 13.5, which it normally would be, to 9%. So I think they said it's 30% less than what it had been. I'm gonna take another sip because, even though we're talking about diet wine here, it tastes good. Now, the Sunny with a Chance of Flowers wines are in stores. You can buy them there. And the Aldi version, I saw them still in Aldi. They're still there. And the difference there is they don't mention estate or sustainably farmed, so they might have, even though it seems to have gone through the exact same processes, it might be from different vineyards. They might have bought the grapes because it is cheaper. And maybe not. I mean, you don't even know. I mean, because they don't put it on the label doesn't mean it didn't happen. You can't put more than what happened with the wine on the label, but you can put less. So this is a fitness wine, low cal, no sugar, which I think there's a lot of people out there who are kind of looking for this. I mean, it doesn't have to be diets. It could be you need to watch your sugar intake, but you still want a glass of wine. And I'm not seeing much of a trade-off where you're having to put up with something that, I mean, if you like your Chardonnay on the tart side, well, then you're not losing a thing here. I'm going to take another sip because, like I said, I don't grade it. I don't give it stars. I don't give it numbers. But I do take sips. And, well, that's what I do. There's a little bit of vanilla in there, so it has some kind of oak barrel aging, or maybe oak. I'm not sure. Barrel, I didn't mention that. I mean, they're not pushing that part of it. They're pushing that it's gluten-free and it's got no sugar and it's got low calorie. So there you go. So if you're looking for a wine that you don't want to, I mean, you can have your cake and eat it too. You can have 85 calories. You can have low alcohol, so you can have a glass or two at night and the next morning not even know you drank, where sometimes you will get a little bit of fog going on. So yeah, this is best of both worlds wine. It tastes great and it's good for you. Good to you and good for you. So that's it from me, Domain Dave, cheapwinefighter.com. Again, this wine's called the Sunny with a Chance of Flowers Chardonnay 2019. And the Aldi versions, I don't mind if I do, though I'm not sure the grapes are exactly the same, but the process is. So we had weird names. So what can you do with weird names? So like us where you like your podcast, if you will. Push buttons, any one of them, until you get it right. And like I said, I'll have that sparkling wine next time. I just kind of came across this one and decided to go with it. So that's it for me. Keep it cheap, stay warm or cool or whatever. And keep it cheap. Adios, and stay safe. Bye-bye.